So this movie is not half bad. It's got some issues, but I mean it's watchable. It's just some of the things are, and I'll put spoilers before the end, because the end is so Sydney Sweeney. I'll try not to spoil things as much as possible, because it's actually a somewhat decent movie. She plays this convict girl who's on parole, and she's living in her car, and she's trying to get this job as a housemaid, and then she gets hired by this gal. So halfway through you're going, I'd say about halfway through the movie, up to halfway, it's that the wife is this crazy bitch, and she keeps fucking with Sweeney for no reason, and it got irritating. I was getting like tired of this. I'm like, okay, I'm assuming Sweeney's gonna kill this bitch. I'm like, just fucking kill this bitch already. And then the husband, they play him off like he's this like super. He's the main guy on that 1923 show. He plays the husband, and he comes in as this suave guy, and he's Sweeney's got it bad for him, and he wants to nail her, and the wife figured it out, and then him and Sweeney are on the couch watching this movie, and then the wife comes down and catches them. She's like, "What's this shit?" And so she fires Sweeney, or tries to, but then the husband hires her back. And then the rest of the movie, you find out that the husband, see, I don't want to ruin all this. This is what I mean. The husband is not what it seems. He's doing crazy shit, and it's just weirdo stuff. That's what I mean. There's a lot of fluff in this movie. There's like so many scenes that they could cut out, and you're just like, why are they showing us this? Like there'll be a random scene of her going to like a grocery store, or getting gas, or just and it has nothing to do with the movie. You're like, why are we seeing this? I couldn't figure that out. I don't know what that was about. It was really weird. So okay, now I'm gonna put the spoilers on. So the spoilers here. So just, if you want to watch it, and not be spoiled, that this, come back and watch this part later. So what ends up happening is the husband tries to lock Sweeney in this attic thing, and he's got this weird thing about perfection. And then he's explaining to her about the wife, and then they show this flashback scene where the wife comes home one day, and like her roots are like her roots are showing. So he freaks the fuck out, and he locks her in the attic, and he gives her this hair dye and all. She's like, "You can't come out of here till you fix your dye job or whatever, because you're an embarrassment, and we're a big deal in this town, and you can't do this to me," and all this crap. And so she's like, "Well, you don't have to lock me in the room and all. You could have just asked me," and all this. And she's like, "I didn't want to even dye my hair anyways," and all this. And the guy's like, "Oh, well, you're gonna do it," and all. It's just this stupid thing. And then he's explaining this to Sweeney, and then he's telling her he'll let her out if she calms down. So he doesn't let her out for a while, and then she ends up getting out of there, and then her and him are fighting, Oh yeah, the wife leaves at this point. The wife like takes off. She's like, "I'm getting a divorce and I'm leaving." So she just leaves. She don't even take the kid with her. She just fucking leaves. And then Sweeney and the guy are fighting, and then the wife comes back and she gets the kid. And I'm like, you should have just took the fucking kid, bitch. This is stupid. But anyway, she comes back and then she sees that the guy's trying to kill Sweeney, and then her and the wife team up and they're fighting the guy, and then he gets locked in the attic, and then she tries to light the attic on fire, and then he gets out of that, and they're fighting, and then they're on this second floor, like what do you call it, like a stairway thing or something. And he tries to punch them or something. Flies off the balcony thing and dies. And then the wife is like, okay, this is good. You did a good job and all this. And then it turns out that the wife hired Sweeney because she's a killer or something. A serial killer, maybe. I don't know. But she's done this before where she gets these people killed or something. And she's like, I'm going to set you up for life. Don't worry about this. And so then the police come, and the police lady's like, oh, we've been up here time and time again. And this guy's a crazy son of a bitch and all this, and you're lucky you're getting out of here and all this stuff, and don't worry, this is gonna be ruled an accident and all. Sweeney's just like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, and then it cuts to her at some other lady's house, and this lady's interviewing her, and she's like, oh, well, I heard about what happened over there and all this. And then she shows Sweeney her wrist, and her wrist is bruised. And she's like sitting in the kitchen by these knives, and she's taking out this kitchen knife, and she's like, this is awfully sharp, isn't it? Don't you think this is sharp or whatever? And then Sweeney's like, yes, it's very sharp. And she's smiling at her and all this, like, okay, so these Karens are just hiring Sweeney to kill their husbands. That's basically, they're making a second one of this apparently. So the problem with this movie is they drew things out way too long. They could have cut like so much out of this and just edited it way better. I mean, all of the crap of like the weird scenes of her going to the store and getting gas and staring at the trees and all of this stuff. You're just like, what is this crap? So those are my minor complaints with it. I mean, it's watchable, but I just wish they didn't drag it out and have so much goddamn fluff in the thing. So oh, maybe the second one will be better. I don't know. But there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye.